Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing this full cut crease here. I did a few polls on Instagram the other day asking what you'd want to see in a tutorial. So 54% of you picked a full cut crease, so that is what we did today. You also picked pigments and glitters to cover and do the half cut crease with colours. So I've done all of that together. I put a wing liner on as well, but I'm going to do a video about that another time. But if you want to see how I did this eye look, then please keep watching. Start off, I'm going in with my P. Louise base shade 2 and 3, and using this P. Louise base brush, I'm just going to mix that in the back of my hand, brushing up my brows. And I'm just going to pat this base under my brows today. I'm not creating the line that I normally do because this is going to be a more dramatic cut crease. I'm not applying this as close to the lashes today because we're going to be removing all of that anyway. And I'm also going to blend this up past my eyebrow. As you already know, we're doing a full cut crease today, and that is because 54% of you voted for that on Instagram and the other 46% voted for a more dramatic half cut crease, which I'm sure I will do at some point, but we're going to do the full cut crease today. And you also voted for it to be colours. 64% of people voted for colours and 36% of people voted for nudes. I'm using the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival palette. This is the Pro palette with Stacey Marie, so we've got lots of cute colours in here. I'm thinking we'll do some like orangey reds and yellows blended into like purples and pinks. I think we'll do that. The colours are a little bit easier to blend than your sort of blue colours and greens, so I think that that might be the best one that we could do. And I feel like a lot more people would choose those colours than your blues. I'm starting off with this colour Inferno here. This is the red colour in the palette, but it'll probably come off a little bit orange. And I'm using this Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. This is JH39. And I'm just applying a really small bit of product onto that brush here. And I'm applying this above the crease, and we're going towards the inner part of my eye just now. And we're just starting off by making a little bit of product here. And I'm just building it up as I go along. And to make sure that you can blend this in a little bit easier later on, you want to blend out the outer part a little bit. That'll make it blend easier into the next colours we use. I'm now going to go into Reckless up here. This is a really deep purple. And with this BH Cosmetics brush, this is 10. It's just a little round brush again. Again, just a little bit of product on this brush, and we're going to be going into the centre of my eye now. You want to really focus on the shape as well. We're doing a sort of rainbow shape here. And we're sort of overlapping that red colour that we've just done in here. I'm going to blend those two together, so you're keeping going back and forth between those brushes till you're happy with it. And of course this purple shade is a lot darker, but we're going to be darkening it all up with black later on anyway. Now going into Persuasion here. This is sort of still a purpley colour, but it's a little bit more pink. And with a slightly bigger bullet brush, this is the Lick and Lash one. And I'm going to apply this into the outer section of my eye, and we're going to blend it up higher than my eyebrow. Now don't be afraid to go through your eyebrow here because we're going to add the brow later on. I'm blending this up really high past the brow because this is a really dramatic look, but if you wanted to simplify this down a little bit, you could always stop at the eyebrow here and make it all a little bit shorter. Now going back to the inner part of my eye, because we've already put the red on here, to make orange and yellow you're only going to need to do a yellow here because yellow and red makes orange. So this is Keen up in the left hand corner, and with a slightly bigger bullet brush this time we're going into Molly O'Brien Gracie M03, and I'm applying that on top of what we've just done. And I'm going back into that red colour and just deepening that up a little bit. And this is when you can start blending those two colours together a bit more. And back into the yellow again. Now you want to bring these products really high in your eye. I've mentioned this in basically every video previous to this, but when we cut the crease you're going to get a lot higher than when your actual crease is. So you're focusing everything towards the eyebrow when you're doing a cut crease. I'm now going into wasted up here. This is a really quite dramatic purple. You need to be very careful with this. And with this Bobbi Brown brush, this is an eyeshadow brush. It's still quite thin at the end, but it's really fluffy, so it'll give you a good blend. I'm just getting a very slight bit of product here and tapping it off as much as I can. And we're going to go above this deep purple we've done here. So I'm starting by going basically directly over that purple we've already done and just blending it up slowly. And if you ever get too much product on your brush or you want to get as much off it as you can, just go on the back of your hand and rub that brush a little bit, and then you can just use it to blend in a bit more. Just going in and out of that purple colour and I'm deepening this up a little bit. While you're doing this, you're also blending this into the colours that we've done already. Now going into makeup here, this is one of my favourite shades of this palette, but I feel like it's not that opaque, so you need to be really quite patient with it. And going in with another Licking Lash brush. This is a really soft brush with long bristles, so this is nice for getting a good blend in. I'm just blending this on top of what we've done. With this one I'm going back in a lot to that pigment and kind of rubbing it in because it doesn't have a lot of fallout. With this colour as well, I'm actually going to go over the purple a little bit, just at the very top towards the eyebrow. I'm now going back into the original pink that we used on the outer corner, deepening that up a little bit. Now you can leave the shadow like this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add black just underneath it all to make it all a lot darker. I'm going into Lights Out now, which is the black shade, and with this Licking Lash brush, this is sort of more flat, so it's good to get right in there. I'm just starting off with a little bit of black first. Now using this black, I'm not aiming for it to actually go in black, I'm just deepening up the colours that I've already done. I'm just going to do this all the way along into the outer corner. So this is us now finished the shape and the shadow we're going to do on this eye. So I'm just going to do the other eye off camera. Now that I've done the other eye, we're going to go on to cutting the crease. Now I learned a new trick recently, and this was from the P. Louise Instagram page, to cut the crease with Vaseline first, because I've tried using micellar water before and it takes so long. You will have seen that in one of my last videos, it took me ages. But the Vaseline is so good, so what you're going to need is a flat rounded brush like this one here. This one I just got from Hobbycraft, or you could use this Peaches one, but I'm going to be using this with the actual product later on. I'm just scraping out the Vaseline with the brush, well with the back of the brush, and applying that onto the back of my hand. And I'm just applying this to the brush. And this is where we're building up our shape now. So you're wanting to follow along the shape that you've already done, or if you've had some shadow fall down, this is the bit where you can correct it. So now that I've cut the crease with the Vaseline, I'm going to go in with a cotton bud, and I'm just going to go underneath all that. This will clean it up a little bit as well. And we're now going into a game changer product. This is the P. Louise and Mitchell base. This is the paint, the blank canvas. This is the best thing you could use to cut your crease out of anything I've ever used ever. I'm going in with this Peaches brush. This is PC40, and this is a little flat rounded brush again, just like our last one we used. And I'm just applying that to the blank bit of the eye. now patting this all over the eye as well. I'm now going in with this BH Cosmetics brush. This is number 7 and this is just a wee dense brush here, and I'm just going to pat that all down because this can crease. And we're now going into pigments. This is the wee box I keep them in. This is the P. Louise Mirror box that I got some of the brushes in. And I'm thinking we'll maybe do some pink. I'm going to start out with this Moonlight pigment, and this is like really white, kind of yellowy white, which is going to go well with the orange that we've got inside here. And I'm just going to get a flat brush. Really don't need any glue to do this. I'm now going into another Peaches and Cream pigment, and this is Luxe. Again with a flat brush, apply this to the centre. And the last one I'm going to use is another Peaches and Cream pigment. These are my all-time favourites if you can't already tell. And this is shade She's All That. Again with another flat brush. I'm now going to do the other eye off camera and just catch up to where we are. I'm now going on to liner. So again, I'm using my Bobbi Brown gel liner. This is my absolute favourite one. Using this slanted brush here. So I'm just applying this onto the back of my hand. And I'm going to do a winged liner today. I'm not going to be talking too much through it because I'm planning on doing a full video dedicated to eyeliner. So I'm going to do one about winged liner, smoked out liner, graphic liner, everything liner related. So you can look forward to that if you want to watch that. I'm now going in with this Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite, and this is C5.5, and using this fluffy Jaclyn Hill brush. This is JH00, and I'm just applying this right under my eyes. And I'm using the P. Louise Winter Rose Pink base, and I'm going to apply this to my lash line. To set it, I'm going to go into Pep Talk down here. And I'm going into the Be Perfect Cosmetics and Mitchell Sub-Zero palette. It's the shade In Blankets. This looks quite white, but when it comes off it has a pink sheen to it, so it's really nice. It'd be nice for this look. It'll go with what we've already done. Using this Peaches and Cream brush, this is PC07. Applying that to my inner corner. I'm going to do my base off camera now, my brows and lashes and whatnot, and then we'll be right back to see the finished look. So this is the finished look. I just applied some tight lashes, TL6, they're my ultimate favourites ever. And I'm thinking about doing another base tutorial soon because I've not done that in ages. But I was thinking about just doing base on its own, so let me know if you would like to see that. I hope that this video was useful for you and you maybe learned a couple things. I hope everyone is staying safe in lockdown, wherever you are in the world. And here's hoping that we'll be done with this soon. If you haven't already, go and check out my recent video. It is a Pretty Little Thing haul where I tried on a few stuff and you can get to see them. I ordered a few things that were on the sale. So if you want to go and see that, I will leave a card up in the right hand corner, and I will see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye.